Quarto presents Written in Your Stars. Use your Saturn Return, Pluto Square, and other planetary cycles to become your best self. Written by Narayana Montufar. Read by Gina Rogers. Introduction. As one of the most ancient arts alive, astrology has many flavors, faces, and branches. Whether you want to predict specific events, find your soul's path, enhance your career and business, or improve your finances, there's a branch of astrology supporting that type of work. Astrology is as vast as the ocean and can be applied to many aspects of our lives. Regardless of your astrological level of knowledge, you've most likely been exposed to the concept of transits as well as horoscopes. Every time you see a social media post about Mercury going retrograde, the most well-known transit, and how it will affect your sign, your horoscope, you're being exposed to those two manifestations of astrology. Written in Your Stars is quite different from the type of astrology you read in apps, magazines, or your favorite newsletters. This audiobook is designed to help you become intimate with your own personal life cycles. Why cycles? A cycle is a series of events that regularly repeat in the same order. Astrologically speaking, these cycles are tied to the planets and mathematical points, a total of 12, that reside in your birth chart. And guess what? They are predictable. The most important, life-changing cycles of your entire life are easy to pinpoint when searching for your current age at any given time. If you ever desired to have a map to guide you in life as you age, this audiobook can truly become your BFF. By finding your current age in the timeline of long-term planetary cycles by age, included in the supplemental PDF, and diving deep into the archetypes of the particular planet being highlighted, you will easily gain clarity around some of the themes that have recently been taking over your life. Not only will you figure out what is being asked of you, you will also get the chance to look back in time to see what was happening during an eventful time in your life. I highly recommend doing this, not to predict what will happen, but to re-examine and learn from your past reactions. Besides receiving practical guidance that will take you from coping to thriving in these special moments, what this audiobook intends is to create a sacred connection with all parts of yourself. Did you know that each of the 10 planets floating in the solar system represents a different part of you? You are not just your sun sign. You're so much more. You are a complex being with many layers, and this audiobook is here to guide you in unraveling that deep and fascinating complexity. And because timing is everything, you will get closer to a specific planet whenever that planet is activated, which is something you can easily pinpoint just by knowing your age. Now, to lay a strong foundation for the work we will do in this audiobook, let's quickly look at what astrology is, how to approach it, and how to use it to your advantage. Part 1. Astrology and Birth Chart Basics. What is astrology? When approaching the art of astrology, there are two common misconceptions we must clear up. The first one is that astrology is horoscopes, which is completely wrong. Horoscopes, based solely on the position of the sun, are designed to bring astrology to the masses. While they sometimes resonate, they won't paint a full picture of what's happening to a given person at a very personal level. The second misconception we debunk here is that astrology is mainly a predictive practice. Prediction can be a big part and focus of one's astrological practice. In fact, horary astrology, one of the very first branches of astrology, was born mainly as a predictive technique. However, since our level of consciousness has evolved over time, we've grown into more humanistic and psychological ways of relating to the sky above us. This has driven us to realize that relying on prediction can sometimes prevent us from truly living in the moment. Prediction can also instigate a fear-based mentality, driving us to create self-fulfilling prophecies. Since relying on astrological prediction tends to deviate our energy from what's truly important, this is not the route this audiobook is intended to take. Simply put, astrology is the study of the movements and positions of the celestial bodies and how those influence human affairs and the natural world. It can be understood as the psychological application of astronomy, revealing countless details about a person's nature, strengths, weaknesses, and most importantly, their journey. But above anything, astrology is a language of energy that studies the passage of time by exploring the meaning of planetary cycles. The word cycles refers to the circular planetary motion that all celestial bodies perform around the sun, the star of our solar system. When analyzed from a big picture perspective, these cycles reflect humanity's long-term collective behavior and path. However, these cycles can also be studied from a personal perspective if we zoom into our birth chart to find meaning in our microcosmos. Cycles is a super important word to pay attention to, as what this audiobook intends is to help you pinpoint your own cycles as a way to guide you through life. The power of astrology. In Written in Your Stars, we harness astrology in a more psychological fashion, always maneuvering life from a position of personal power in knowing that there is free will. Instead of giving our power away to the planets and zodiac signs, we integrate them, work, and co-create with them. By studying their myth as well as their nature, we will travel back in time to determine how we have, so far, responded to their influence. Then, whenever we are at a crossroads concerning our maneuvering of that same planet, we can catch ourselves and, if necessary, course-correct our responses. The power of astrology lies so much in creating awareness around our uniqueness, our actions, our desires, and our path. Since astrology equals knowledge, and knowledge equals personal power, we must always operate from the perspective that our connection to astrology is sacred. The truth is that, without even knowing, you have already established a relationship with astrology since the day you were born. Written in Your Stars guides you in becoming aware of the nature of that relationship. Like I always say to my clients, truly diving into the ancient art of astrology is like experiencing the most fascinating love story. It comes with ups and downs, inner dramas, infatuations, major epiphanies, and moments of pure ecstasy. Are you ready? You are now being put face to face with astrology with your entire awareness because you are ready. The reason why you are here with me is because your soul and spirit desire to unravel the gifts your astral DNA has for you. And as you will soon hear, if you truly allow yourself to dive into this art, there rarely is a way back. Once you begin unlocking the gifts that were written in your stars at your moment of birth, you will see life for what it is, an opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive. Your birth chart. When working with astrology, it's impossible not to run into the concept of natal charts. Also known as a birth chart, a natal chart is a snapshot of the exact position of the planets at your exact moment of birth. This snapshot captures an infinite number of things about you, your very first breath, as well as the archetypes that will be present in your life. If you are listening to this audiobook, you most likely already know certain aspects of your chart. If you don't fret. You are for sure in for some epiphanies, as we will be working with specific planetary activations that everyone experiences at the same age. That being said, the more intimate you become with your birth chart, the more you will get out of this audiobook. And for that to happen, you might want to consider getting a reading with a professional astrologer so they walk you through it. Getting a professional reading will function as your seed moment, taking you on a blooming journey full of sweetness, intense epiphanies, and life-changing realizations that can only develop over time. If you do not know your birth chart yet, welcome. This audiobook will truly give you a strong foundation when it comes to understanding it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?